United Kingdom Internal Market Bill, second reading.
Now.
I must inform the House that I have selected the amendment in the name of Keir Starmer. I now call the Prime Minister. Prime Minister!
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this bill be read a second time at this House Act to preserve one of the crucial achievements of the last 3 centuries, namely our British ability to trade freely across the whole of these islands. I regret to have to tell the House that in recent months the EU has suggested that it is willing to go to extreme and unreasonable lengths, using the Northern Ireland Protocol in a way that goes well beyond common sense, simply to exert leverage against the UK in our negotiations for a free trade agreement. Absurd and self-defeating as that action would be, even as we debate this matter, Mr. Speaker, the EU has not taken that particular revolver off the table. And I hope that they will do so, and that we can reach a Canada-style free trade agreement as well. Indeed, it is such an extraordinary threat, and it seems so incredible that the EU could do this, that we are not taking powers in this bill to neutralise that threat, but obviously reserve the right to do so if these threats persist, because I'm afraid these threats reveal the spirit in which some of our friends are currently minded to conduct these negotiations. Mr. Speaker, we cannot have a situation where the very boundaries of our country could be dictated by a foreign power or international organisation. No British Prime Minister, no government, no Parliament could ever accept such an imposition. But what we cannot do now is tolerate a situation where our EU counterparts seriously believe that they have the power to break up our country. And if that is what honourable members want them to have on the other side, then I'm afraid they're grievously mistaken. That illusion must be decently dispatched, and that's why these reserve powers are enshrined in this bill.
While I have been part of many issues of contention across this dispatch box, I never thought respecting international law would, in my lifetime, be a matter of disagreement. I stood opposite the Prime Minister's predecessor, David Cameron, as Leader of the Opposition for 5 years. I don't know why he's rolling his eyes, Madam Deputy Speaker. I disagreed with him profoundly on many issues, but I could never have imagined him coming along and saying we are going to legislate to break international law on an agreement we had signed less than a year earlier as a country. But that is what this bill does. The Prime Minister has said many times he wants to bring unity to the country during his premiership. I therefore congratulate him on having in just 1 short year united his 5 predecessors. Unfortunately, their point of agreement is that he is trashing the reputation of this country and trashing the reputation of his office. And why are these 5 former Prime Ministers so united on this point? Because, Madam Deputy Speaker, they know our moral authority in the world comes from our commitment to the rule of law and keeping our word.